Homecoming week, the big name acts just announced that will be performing in Central Park when you can get tickets.
Along with the heat, tracking showers and thunderstorms, what to expect by morning.
5 steps to fabulous. New York Live with the expert advice on the New York spots to improve your physical and mental health. This is News 4 Now for July 27th. I'm Jen Maxfield. We now have a better idea of who will be performing at that big homecoming concert in Central Park on the Great Lawn, and we also know the date now. Mayor de Blasio says the concert will be held August 21st at 5 p.m. Gates open at 3 and 80% of tickets will be free. 60,000 people can fit on the Great Lawn. Among the new acts just announced, LL Cool J, Andrea Bocelli, John Batiste, Journey, Barry Manilow, Rob Thomas, and Carlos Santana. The Killers, Wyclef Jean. There will be no social distancing requirements, but Mayor de Blasio says before you get your ticket, you do need to get your shot first. And more acts could be added. Tickets go on sale August 2nd at 10 a.m. Before that big concert on the Great Lawn, there will also be concerts in all 5 boroughs. You can find more information on the tickets and the lineup at NBCNewYork.com or the NBC4 New York app. Long Island beachgoers have been extra cautious today following a lifeguard's possible encounter with a shark. The lifeguard came out of the water at Jones Beach Monday with what appeared to be a significant bite mark on his leg. He says he was about 15 yards from the shore when he felt a tug on his leg and saw a fin. Swimming at the beach was then temporarily suspended, but no sharks were found in the area. Dramatic video from Brooklyn. Watch the moments a fire truck collides with a car in the middle of an intersection. 3 people were hurt in the crash on South 9th Street and Bedford Avenue in Williamsburg. We're told the crew was responding to reports of a fire when it happened. The 3 people who were hurt were all taken to Bellevue Hospital to be treated. A string of vandalism at a Black-owned art gallery that was investigated as a hate crime was actually something much different. Police now say the person who defaced the Black Wall Street Gallery in Soho on the anniversary of the Tulsa massacre did it because he thought the owner was having an affair with his wife. The NYPD says 51-year-old William Robertson has been arrested for the vandalism, which includes smearing white paint across the gallery's front window. Robertson is charged with criminal mischief. The gallery owner said in a statement he's glad an arrest was made, but declined to comment further. Officials in one Jersey Shore town are sending a message to beachgoers. Don't chain your beach chairs along the dunes. They say beachgoers in Margate are trying to avoid some of the hassle of lugging all their belongings back and forth by storing their beach chairs on dune fences. Officials say the practice is sloppy, illegal, and it has to stop.
I hate the idea that they're on the dunes because I'm very environmentally conscious. However, I do understand how weary it makes you to carry all this stuff.
Officials say the city is printing special bands that they will attach to chairs that are tied to dunes. Those bands will include a warning saying the chairs must be removed by a certain date. Officials say they're also working to find storage solutions. The heat and haze returns, and Maria, chance for some storms too.
Another hot one, yes, and you saw a lot more of the smoky skies too. That'll be with us through tonight and really again tomorrow at least. But we're also looking at the heat, where temperatures around dinner time staying in the upper 80s will slowly fall into the 70s. But note, as we get into the overnight hours, a chance for a few passing showers and thunderstorms, especially north of the city, where we have the best chance to see those that produce the gusty winds, heavy rainfall, and of course lightning. So be prepared for that overnight and early tomorrow morning. Otherwise, looking pretty quiet across the rest of the area, at least briefly before another round of storms tomorrow afternoon. 71 for the low in the city, Newark as well, down into the 60s to the north and west.
Living beautifully inside and out. New York Live with one author's guide to living a fabulous life in New York in just 5 steps.
Do you want to feel empowered and live a more meaningful and fabulous life? Well, you will be able to after this, thanks to Vanessa Kappas, who is here. Vanessa literally wrote the book on this, 5 Steps to Fabulous. How are you, Vanessa?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so let's do the little cheat sheet here. What are the 5 steps?
So the 5 steps are community, health, faith, self-care, and generosity.
So I gave Vanessa a challenge. I said, you got to bring us to 2 places in New York City where we could feel a little bit more fabulous.
I'm so excited to show you. Let's go.
All right. I know that you are such a huge proponent of self-care, and I have to say, this is something that's very hard for me to make time for, but I'm working on it.
I think it's hard for everyone, but I'm so happy that we're here at Sunday's Non-Toxic Nail Studio because they encourage meditation. They encourage you to unplug and unwind, which is something that, like we said, it's so hard for a lot of us to do.
I always start everybody off with gratitude.
I'll take some gratitude.
Relax your shoulders, close your eyes, breathe.
All right, you are spoiling me. I know that we have one more stop to head to.
You're gonna really love this one. So we're at Honey Brains on 22nd Street. Everything here has your brain's health in mind, from the portions to the foods to the combinations that are chosen for each of the dishes.
So we have got vegan options here. We have got the avocado toast. We've got their chicken bowls, which are some of the most popular. We've got a burrito bowl, a salad for good measure.
Yeah.
And then they also have the brain bar.
So coffees, teas that are all sweetened with honey. So it's a natural sweetener. Again, it's all about not even having to give it a second thought when you're thinking about your health.
Oh, yeah.
It really is about choosing happiness and joy from the inside out. So whenever you are feeding your soul, your body, your mind, like we have today, that truly is what living a fabulous life is all about.
It's simply jaw-dropping video. It was the wrong place at the wrong time for the man standing on the grate when those flames shot several feet into the air. News 4's Chris Glorioso went straight to Con Ed to find out what may have sparked the blast that could have killed the man.
At ground level, the only sign of Thursday's explosion is the Con Ed crew about to open up the sidewalk. But take a look and you can see just how high the flames reached toward the sky.
Oh my God!
It is the natural human reaction from neighbors when they saw this video of Barry West walking to pay a cell phone bill when the trip is interrupted by a jaw-dropping blast from underground.
Oh no!
The explosion knocked the 57-year-old father on his chest, but before getting burned any worse, he managed to get up and stagger away. Carol Hamblin told us she believes her friend had help from above.
You could see how God just picked him up and took him out of that fire, and he staggered, and he held his hands up and rubbed his head, and he fell.
You believe it was nothing short of a miracle?
Just a miracle.
Does he have any idea how this happened at this point?
No, he was just going to pay his cell phone bill.
Friends say West is healing from second-degree burns at Nassau University Medical Center. They told us he is in good spirits, but still stunned by the sidewalk explosion that seemed to come out of nowhere. You can see the sidewalk grate smoking in the seconds before West is blown off his feet.
He was strong, because some people could have just laid there and just let it be over, but he got up out of there.
The blast took place around 5:30 last Thursday evening near the intersection of Farmers and Baisley Boulevards. A statement from Con Edison says, "We are fully investigating the cause of this event, which caused serious injury to a member of the public. We express our sincere concern for the victim and our regret for this incident. We wish him a full and fast recovery."
Definitely there was some type of malfunction, and if it's underneath the ground, that means something wasn't maintained, and I'm just glad he walked away, and I hope he's not seriously injured.
We asked, but so far Con Edison has not said anything about whether there were any recent reports about problems with the underground infrastructure where the explosion took place. Reporting from St. Albans, Chris Glorioso, News 4, New York.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.